It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. It's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Let's face it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 41 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed. But Charles, you think about their impressive record and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done. All that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
And it's third down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Play action, it's gone. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. But oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
Brings up
That too.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught. It's Samuel Porter. And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 12 yards.
Here's Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Goff's pass.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Ooh, the juke. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in for 24 yards out. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. I mean, you're an RB1, running back one. You've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
To kick off for the Lions.
Oh, able to avoid him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A gain of 7 yards.
Now Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Goff now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Goff.
At the 18-yard line.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tim Patrick from 17 yards out. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And now here come the Cowboys. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Kamara. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Prescott to throw. Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st down, Cowboys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
Offense.
So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
4 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Prescott. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st down.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Prescott drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
A 37-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Back to throw, Goff. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
now Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So he'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here's Prescott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Prescott now from the 50. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of a yard.
To throw is Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is gone. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. DeMarvion overshown on the coverage.
Now gone. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's gone. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down.
Goff now looking to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually with those reps, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Goff. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 13. Brings up
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
There's the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This 2nd and 4. Hand off now to Gibbs. A little juke. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
21. Cowboys 6.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. Taken down at the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second down.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And they get it behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Tough spot here, third down and 11. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped to the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's third down.
Prescott to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And got his man complete. Still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical? Or
it can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start with the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it,
he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Donovan Ezra-Rocker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
33-yard line.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
18.
Goff now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Now Prescott. He completes this one to Mingo. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Kamara off the draw. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to 17.
And when you get good yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try to throw down. Prescott. Open man is Mingo. Complete.
Prescott's pass.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Throw it.
2nd and
Prescott.
4.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Prescott.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And able to get this out to the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up
Goff going to keep it himself. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got it to Williams. As as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it,
Automatic
partner.
first down.
Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Now Goff. Look at the big fella go. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 38 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So Dak and the Cowboys down 28-21. A little under a minute 50 remaining. This is where your playoff medal is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. It's complete. Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard gain.
Here's Dak. That's complete to Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Dak. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there and get the score and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. He's fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's gone. Well, he caught. It's St. Brown. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.